Right, everyone. WeaponCollector here. Right, Paul, how you doing, mate? First, like usual. Nice one. Tactical Pirate. Right, mate. Paul is always first. If he's not first, I'm quite surprised. Right, Zed. By the way, anyone who commented on, I think it was the Crossbow collection video, sorry I haven't replied, because I haven't replied to anyone yet on there. I think I replied to one comment. I will get around to it eventually. Right, I'm going to go over to do this pop-out chat and all that shit. So I'll be able to see your comments properly in a second. To CM and Rich, you right? I want to see if I can do that thing Liam could do. I don't think I can do it on here. No, it won't let me. You must have to do it on a different thing. But there's a way now to do comments. You can do it so only people who are subscribed for a certain amount of time can comment, but it's not in the thing that I've got here. Unless I go on to live and it might come on there. Breathe Fire, Lord Flashlight, you're right. I'm just setting up at the minute. I'll be on in a minute. I'll tell you what I'll do while I'm setting up. Let me put the ad on for the donations. So if anyone wants to donate, here's our. Right, I'm on now. Fucking hell, that took a long time. I ain't no with it today. Brave Fire said, sup, Mike? I want a catapult mooch with a mate. How you doing? I'm good, mate. I'm good. I hope you catch something. What are you after? Pheasants, rabbits, anything, I suppose. Lord Flashshot said, hello, Crossbow Collector. Yeah. Yes, I should be called Crossbow Collector, I think. CM said I saw a slingshot where I bought some testosterone pills. I saw that, yeah. Fuck's sake. Sam Parlett, you right, mate? Jumbo Boo, you right? So, yeah, let me just get set up. I think I'm done now. I think that's it, isn't it? So, hello, what have you lot been at? I haven't really been doing a lot today. I'll show you what I've been doing in a minute. So let me just make sure I've got everything done. Paul said, why is the mod's fonts different size letters? Is it just my phone? As far as I'm aware, it's exactly the same, Paul. For me, it's the same. Yeah. Richard, most of those testosterone pills are just junk, unless it's something on prescription. It's mostly snake oil. Ah, right. Yeah, the old sort of bollocks, yeah. Lord Flashshot said, what the fuck, testosterone pills? Yeah, exactly. Surely you can get it some other way, can't you? I don't know. But yeah. Hello, everyone. I feel like I've forgotten to do something tonight. Let me just try and work out what it is. So I've got this on. I just want to set this up. So if I need slow mode, it's there. Oh, that's what I wanted to try. All right, I'm just going to try one other thing quickly while I'm on here. It'd be interesting to see this thing. Right. Would it be on here? Ah, right. Yeah, hang on. Right, I better put another ad on for a minute. Right, here's a 30-second ad for some merchandise. Get some in. Right, no, I can't do it. So fuck it. Right, we're on. Sod all that shit. Don't matter. Logan, how are you? You right? Nice to have a new view on. Matterwicks, do I have a bazooka? No, I don't. No. Vertical said, testosterone pills equals hairy hands and blindness. Exactly. Richard said, nice piano music from a romance. I know, I need to change that one. I'll be honest with you, a lot of the music on these clips I don't like. The problem is people kept moaning about it, so I just got sick and just changed it to any old shit. Yeah, I don't like that one either. It's very fucking weird, isn't it? Zed said, Are testosterone pills a real thing? Why do you would think that we need those? Have his balls falling off or something? Or was he originally a woman who had an operation to make him a fella? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he feels like he wants more testosterone. I don't know. I'll tell you what I've been doing today. I got my old PSP out today. I thought it might. I've always liked the old PSP. This was probably one of my favourite consoles ever, really. I don't know if it would play UMDs anymore. I might have a look. It's got a cracked screen. I don't know if you can see this, but I realised today you can't actually see it on there. You can get the front panels for these are like £6, so I might just get that, and this would be pretty much, perfect. Then it's got a couple of faults with it, but it still works. I was putting some music on it because I want to use it as a music player. So I used to listen to all my music on that at one point. Yeah, I just love the old PSP. Lord Flashshot said, my Cobra R9RX turned up today. The dark earth coloured one. Got everything from the outer transferred across. Just 2 little cuts for the mag lugs. All the multicam sight stuff. No, so you've got the whole setup now, the colour you wanted. That's good, Lord Flashshot. Nice to know. You have to send me a picture in a minute. I'll have a look. Tap said, nice one, mate. You can mod them easily for free games. I'll look into that. Yeah, I'll tell you what I wanted it for mainly. Tactical. I want it as it's a good little portable music thing for me. I can just whack a load of music on and and then potentially if I want to while I'm on it, go on the internet or whatever. But I might see. I have got a UMD. I've got the laser cleaner thing for it. You know what I mean? Not the I suppose the lens cleaner anyway. You know what I mean? So I might see if someone might, because I've got I looked in the loft and I've got 3 rows of UMDs about that high. So probably getting on for 50. Richard said, my mate had one of those PFPs, mostly for porn. Not sure if he had any games for it. Yeah, I must admit mine got used a fair bit for porn back in the day, Rich. Touching on new rule, no more talk of our friend. Yes, yeah, all right. It came up straight away today for some reason. Paul said, is your Switch a handheld model, Mike? I wish I kept my PSP. Yeah, I've got the portable, it's both. It's the one that you can plug into the dock and have it on your telly, and you can take it out. But the problem with the Switch, apart from playing games and going on YouTube, can't do nothing on it. There's nothing. It's got no Internet Explorer. Can't listen to any music on it unless you're listening on YouTube. What they want to do, they want to put an Internet Explorer on that, and then that'd be a hell of a machine then. Peter said, got to go for a COVID test. Had all the symptoms and shortness of breath. Been on the phone to doctor and says I have to have a test. Pain in the goddamn arsehole. Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, that is a bloody pain in the arse, isn't it? Peter, yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, what a fucking the pain in it. Tap said it's so easy to mod. It's just a drag and drop files onto the membership. Oh, I'll get your Tap. Yeah, it's just it'd be a good thing. It's whether I'd play games on it. That's all. But yeah. But yeah, it is because loads of the old consoles you can't you could do it to the Wii. Yeah, as I say, I think I'll mainly only use it for music anyways. That's what I got it out for. I wanted something I could put somewhere and then I could just plug some earphones in, listen to music without having to do anything else. So it's a tactical no talk of our friend. Well, I am a friend to everyone, apart from people I don't like, of course. Terry, you right, mate? But yeah, if you're into the games and you want to play games, I bet they're great for modding, aren't they? But I might get a new front cover for that because My one's been cracked for over 10 years. I'll just put some tape over it. And it's held up all right, still works. But I thought I'd cracked the screen, but I hadn't. That actual screen that you see there is all part of this front cover and can be changed really easily. Also, I didn't realise you never had Internet Explorer on them. Shame, it's definitely a missed opportunity. Yeah, it's a funny thing on the Nintendo Switch, apart from playing games and being able to go on things like, I think you can, there's no iPlayer on there. I think literally the only thing you can go on a Switch is maybe Netflix, but I may be wrong. I'm pretty sure the only thing you can watch things on is YouTube. So that's the only app that's not games. So literally YouTube and then the games you get with it, nothing else. There's ways to sort of not hack it, but there's a way to sort of, you do a couple of things and you can find a clickable link. And when you click the link, it takes you onto an Internet Explorer. But it's like a hidden feature that you can't easily use. And then even when you go on it, nothing to play. Yeah, very weird. Oh, fuck's sake, I just realised I've ripped my fucking trousers. That's a pain in the ass. No, I've got these fucking nice trousers. Well, yeah, ain't that good. But you know what I mean? It's a shame. I just noticed I've ripped my fucking trousers. Thought I had them rip earlier. I've ripped 2 pairs of trousers recently. It means I've got to buy more, stitch that up or buy more trousers now. Loyalty said, have you ever done Cali or martial arts self-defense? No, I've never done any sort of martial arts. Closest I've ever come to martial arts was I nearly, as a kid, did a bit of judo, but I didn't really have much interest in it. Peach, you right, mate? How are you? Right, I've heard no shouting in my house, so it sounds like England haven't scored. So I've got no interest, really. Well, I'm interested in it, but I don't watch it. You know, I obviously want our country to win. What's that? Someone's either scored or either England scored or Scotland scored there. Did you hear it? But yeah, I ain't got a lot of interest in football, but you know, it's England, isn't it? No, Zed. Zed said, ripped your trousers for you watching porn earlier. I was looking through my looking under my bed and my sofa for my CDs. Because what I've been doing, I've been having to rip all the CDs and put them on the PSP. Richard built another hardy tool for making arrows. We'll test it tomorrow. Nice one. All right, let's turn this back on. So I want to see. Or is anyone watching the football? I'm just curious now. No, nothing. No score. Not that you don't want to talk about football, but I'm just curious because I heard people shouting downstairs. Pete said, that's like a small half pipe, Rich. Yeah, funny thing, I was going to ask that because I'm not 100% sure what it is. I remember Rich going on about them before. Speaking about them before. Bit of coffee for me. Don't forget to get your merchandise in. Lord Flashart said, have you seen the Venom Dracon crossbow, Mike? It's like a striker, but with an M4 stock. I haven't. Let me Google that. But yeah, yeah, there's quite a few like that at the minute, aren't there, as you say? What's the price on them? They're about sort of, 200 quid. We'll have to wait for some people to get them, see what they're like. Crypto, you're right, mate. He said, I got a new hip quiver for my cheap shot bolts. Nice. Did you see the quiver I put on mine? On my sort of this is the black sort of version of the cheap shot with the slightly weaker prod on it. I can change it easily, but this one comes with a £90 limbs. You can change it for the 130 really easily. But I got this quiver, and that is just you have to do a little bit of modding, and then you just zip tie it on basically. And that doesn't interfere with it at all. It's still right. Lewis, you're going to be on most of the evenings. I need to ask you something. It's not nothing important. It's just I'm I wanted to ask a couple of you lot stuff. All right, Lewis, by the way. They are, Lewis. Well, one of them I didn't put back in the loft. Terry said, fuck the football, exactly. Lewis said, yeah, I'm sure those crossbows are multiplying. Flatzy, you right, mate? You just finished off watching the football, have you? No, I'll tell you, not talking about bloody rip. It's in my bloody knee. It's just there. I'm blowing a hole in the back of my trousers of a massive rip and fart. Right, where am I? Pete said, going to shape my wood tomorrow. Then stain it. Rich, if you're on, what do you think is more historically accurate, nails or rivets going completely through the langlets? I know that's not how you say it. So, Rich, he means you. All right, Lewis. Well, I was just going to wait. I'll just tell you anyway, Lewis. And if anyone else wants to get in on this, you can. But I just thought I'd offer it to Lewis, Stu, and maybe Timbo66 because they normally get hold of these. Maybe Wolf said actually. You know those. If anyone wants them, because no one seems to want these ones. There's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly good bolts. You know these ones with the slightly different tip. I was going to offer them to a couple of people who like that kind of stuff for a bit cheaper. So what do I normally sell 6 for? £22.50. If anyone's interested, I'll sell this 6 of these for 15 quid. I probably don't need to, but it's just no one, every time someone wants bolts, they don't want these ones. So if anyone wants these ones with these different tips, I've got 4 batches of them, 6 each, 15 quid. I'm going to write that down. But I was going to offer them to Lewis, Stu, the people who seem to get a lot of my stuff anyway, you know what I mean? But it's only those ones. It ain't the others. It's not the normal ones. It's these with the slightly tapered head. But I also thought those people are more likely to actually test them as well. But it don't matter if people don't want them. Liam, Weapons Stuff Night 3, you all right, mate? That's had commented on your halberd vid. That YouTube removed it. It's weird, isn't it? Cryptid, I need 50 I'm going to call it library just because it's easier. Credits to boost Odyssey channel. So I can start streaming there. Whilst I'm going to give 50 credits donated to my channel. All right, Lewis. I'd say email me. Because it's easier, because I keep getting people not replying. I know you would, but I think my fucking message didn't get out to people in emails. Can you message me on Facebook about it? And I will sort it out. Yeah, Facebook might be easier because it's got the instant messenger. Because I'm getting sick of emails now. No one ever gets back to me. And I don't know if it's just because people can't be bothered or it's because of spam. And now I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Right, nice one, Lewis. Let me know. If you want more than just 6, you can have more than 6. But yeah, for some reason, every time I say to someone, every time someone wants broadheads, they want the other ones. So these are just going to sit about as long as I've got the others. So I may as well sell them a bit cheaper, get rid of them. Yeah. Mother, how are you, mate? And he said, I owe you a lot for helping with the crossbow. You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. So, I know it was obviously difficult for you to get them. So I was always willing to help. You know what I mean? Got to help each other out, ain't we? And you've been very, very generous to this channel, mate. More than enough, I would say. Terry said, hope you're all well and football free. Yeah, I'm good. I'm a bit tired today, but I'll soon wake up. Pete said, what I thought, Rich, thanks for use brass or mild nails, whatever I have the right size. Oh, that was Rich replying to him about the langlets thing. Grit said, I'll be giving away some knives and everything. All right, I'll go over to Odyssey eventually, Slingshot. What happened was I tried to make an account, put my email in, And then they said my email had already been used, and then I couldn't use it because obviously someone else had already used it. I don't know how the fuck they've used it. There must be some fuck up, because had they used it, you have to do a confirmation email. I've never had a confirmation email from Odyssey. Thank you, Mother. You know, I've got a couple of other things, don't you? I don't know if you still want the other things, but I've still got, do you want me to show you? Don't forget, I've still got that. And the £130 limbs. I still wasn't sure whether you wanted those. Yeah, and then the bolts and the glasses. But yeah, just let me know. It'll be one last package. Josh Almighty, right? Oh, I've just remembered what I wanted to talk about. Right, the UFO stuff. When are people getting in contact about the UFO videos? And do any of you lot want to join in with the I can't fucking talk lately. I've been doing this like quite often. Do you want to join in on the UFO video that I'm doing on the 2nd of July? I need your stories, basically. Zed said, you said on the Crossbow video that your emails weren't going out. Are they okay now? I'm not sure, Zed. I don't know. Because I do get replies from people, but it tends to be anything to do with my crossbow stuff tends to not go out. And I think it's because I'm copy and pasting the same message every time with a link. I think they think I'm spamming people, so they're not sending it. I'm not sure though. So what I've done, I'm just saying to people now, message me on Instagram or Facebook or anything with instant messenger now. I'll still get back, because I've not got back to you, have I, Zed, about you've sent me an email. I have read that. I ain't got back to you about that yet. Crypto said, get a backup. Well, thing is, I've got about 6 emails. I don't need no more emails. And the problem is, if I start getting second emails for selling stuff, it means that I've got to change all my videos with my email in. You know what I mean? Next video I do selling stuff, I'm just going to tell people to get hold of me on some kind of instant messenger on like Facebook. Most people have Facebook or Instagram or some shit like that. Stokey, right, mate? Mother said, keep the bolts. Thank you, mate. Liam said, we'll join in. We'll send early next week when I had some spare time. Thank you, Liam. I assumed that what was happening. I assumed most people are probably waiting for like today to film it or something, or tomorrow, I mean. Yeah. So if anybody wants to join in, if you've got a UFO story, please join in, because otherwise this video is going to be about half an hour at the minute. Yeah. Mark, how you doing, mate? A bit nice name change there. And he said, I've seen a UFO once. I got a helicopter port in Cardiff, unidentified flying pig. Oh, I fucked that up because I thought you wrote that accidentally. Yes, you have P. Ian says, saying that, Mike, I had a Facebook messages removed and accounts locked temporary for dodgy messages. Not totally innocent. We'll see what happens. I've been all right so far. I've never had an issue on there. Yeah, it seems all right. I'm not bothered if that went anyway. Josh Almighty said, I've got a UFO story, kind of. I don't usually talk about it, but I'll share it. Well, thank you, Josh. Yeah, please do. You can watch the video. It's my main video. It's my main video on my YouTube channel. Fuck, I can't talk tonight. Yeah, it should be all right, Liam. I've not had an issue so far, and quite a lot of that stuff gets mentioned anyway on mine. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It should be all right, because it's all sort of fine anyway. But I know what you mean. Mother said, Mike, you have badass crossbow collection. What will it be next? I don't know. Might even be an old style. I might even buy 2 old crossbows, so that I haven't got an old self-cocking one. So I may actually buy one just for the collection. And I may buy a really cheap pullback one to make a wrist crossbow out of. Bird Straws, you right, mate? How are you? Hot tonight. It's been cooler, but it's hot in here. Crypto, I'll get more viewers. Well, when I send out links for YouTube. Nick's Knives, right, mate? 83 air gunner, you right? Dad said, I'll have to do another couple if you need them, but I'm more might have beens. That's fine, Zed. That's fine. I don't mind. Yeah, definitely do another one. It's early days yet, but be prepared. I might get you to send in another one or however many you got. It seems right to me. As I say, I think people are waiting for the weekend to record a video. I've had quite a few of the people who said they're going to join in haven't yet, so I'm assuming they are. Persia says totally knackered, 60-hour working week. Fuck's sake. Have a nice rest, mate. Mark said, Mike, drop me a message sometime. Got some stuff for you. Where would I message you, Mark? Email? You'd have to send me one. Go on my. I'll just say it to people. Go on my Facebook. Send me a message. Alan said, did you hear about the Cobra vaccine? Made someone eat a person? No. Mark said, is it hot in here or is it just me? It's such a tart. I never even realised I said that. Thatcher won't send mine in. It only lasted less than a minute. No, send it in. I've got some videos that are only like 1 minute long anyway. And I'll be honest with you, Tactical, half the stuff I'm going to have to include, just to bulk it out, is going to have to be people have just left comments with theirs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a video and then a couple of people's comments just to bolster it. That's the only thing I'll do really. Krypton, I'll also give away a live straw that filters parasites. What are you going to give that out on, Slingshot? Is that on, through Odyssey? Peter said, I'll join in if I don't fucking die of COVID and some shit. You'll be all right. Irishman, how you doing, mate? Did you click that link I sent you earlier to WeaponCollector? There actually is a WeaponCollector. Lewis said, what's this about UFOs? Right, so I've done a video asking people to give me their stories. You can record it, write it down, and I'll put them into a big, long video, and we'll put it on July the 2nd with a live stream, like a live chat. And that'll be put on for July the 2nd is World UFO Day. You can always email me, Mark. The only problem is there ain't no way to message people anymore, is there, on here or anything? Cody said he's held a few weapons in his time. Good. And you did click it, did you? I was hoping you did. Krylon, you're right, mate. Put it early. Don't forget to get your merchandise in. I should be getting my pint glass soon. Yeah, no, send it. Yes, please, Lewis. Yes, do it, man. Do it. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, no, quite a few. Yeah, I've had quite a few. They're genuine. That's what I want. Like a real. Yeah, it's up to you. You can either. The easiest way to do it. I don't know what you want to do, but quite a few people just upload them, and then I download it. If you don't want no one else to see it until I do the video, upload it unlisted, and then email me the link. Yeah, that's what I recommend. It don't matter. Like I said, a lot of people just upload it like normal, like Bob did. Yeah. That'd be great including on that. And then you get a shout out, stand in front of your guns, get a bit of a shout out, get some people coming over to the channel. Unless you want to be anonymous and then just point the camera at something else. Stokey said, as always, I have at least one question. So here goes. Can you use rubber balls in a paintball marker, or would you find yourself in trouble with the law if you're using something other than paintballs? I would assume you probably can, considering that those new paintball markers that you can get fire loads of other shit. So I'd imagine you can shoot the other stuff perfectly fine. Yeah. Joshua Mighty said, can I leave the story in the comments on the last video? Yes. Yeah. You go to my channel. The main video at the top of the channel is the UFO one. Click that. Leave your story in the comments, or you can email me it. Yeah. My neck hurts today. But as far as I'm aware, like those paintball markers that they sell over here come with sort of rubber balls, don't they? Don't even come with paint, do they? Paintballs. Why you have all these weapons? Because I'm a weapon collector. Otherwise, I'd just be, I don't know, air collector, wall collector. I don't know. I wouldn't be a weapon collector, would I? Oh, you're off, Pete. Sorry, I missed that. He's probably long gone now. Josh said, I'll do that. Kind of creeps me out to think about it. Yes, please, join in. Yeah, stamp collector, exactly, Liz. Mother said the main body of the Cobra Bradley is exactly the same, like the R9. It even has the place for the front side. Yeah, it does. Yeah, complaint collector, more like. Yes, exactly. Yes. Fucking harassment collector. I don't know. Fucking bother I've been having lately with fucking people driving around a fucking bend. Oh, that's what. Yeah, it just reminded me. I saw Tactical saying good chat on Twitch lately, which I assume was being sarcastic. I ain't been on. I was busy, and also each night I was having to deal with some really, really fucking stupid people that was really getting on my fucking nerves. And I was thinking, if I go online and someone winds me up, I'm going to end up having a go at people for no reason. Thank you, Flazzy. I appreciate that. Flazzy has just donated to the coffee.com donations. Thank you, Flazzy. Right, I'll put your thank you on, and then I'm going to put how other people can do it on. That's cheered me up at least. Thank you, Flazzy. Right, so if anyone else wants to donate, here's how. And there's a link in the chat and the description. That's right. Flazzy wants me to read out the message, which says, Weapon Collector fundraising extravaganza. Everybody should donate. Thank you, Flazzy. Right, where was I? Mark said, woke up on January 2nd. The whole valley was bright red. I was 10 years old at the time. It was like someone switched on a red lamp on the whole valley. There was no cloud. Fucking weird. Yeah, I bet that was weird. Tax said, Mike gives a Brian, bought a weed burner today, and when the weeds are gone, you know what other uses I can find for it. Our flamethrower.
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Let's say. Mark said, so why do you collect weapons? I don't actually know. It's just something I've done all my life. I've been collecting weapons and stuff since about the age of, well, I've always been interested in weapons since I was a kid. So maybe I never grew up in just a big kid. Crypto said, I think those rubber balls are legal in the UK. An English airgun channel was shooting similar rubber balls. Yeah, I think they are. If they sell them with them over here, they'd be legal, put it that way. JBO, how you doing, mate? You right? Air Gunner said, any new additions for the collection this week? No, nothing new. I got that crossbow down from the loft, which you may not have seen, but no, nothing new. Persia said, just an interesting fact, paintballs freeze and marbles fit in paintball guns. Yeah, exactly. Stokey said, I only target shoot out in the garden. Just think paintball markers are better than pellets. I think have I missed something, or was I going to do something? I can't remember. Marks, I'm the same. Just love tech. Till ACAB squad to come away. Yeah, it's disgraceful, really, isn't it? Things like that. I was going to do something. I've forgotten. Yeah, well, don't matter. I won't do no spoilers for anyone unless someone says don't do. I won't do any spoilers, so don't you lot do them either. But I've finished Game of Thrones now, and I fucking loved it. I actually think that's probably the best TV series I've ever seen. Yeah, I loved it. I'll play that one in a minute. That'll spoil my Game of Thrones mood at the minute. Yeah, no, don't do any spoilers, anyone. But I really enjoyed it. Yeah, don't do any spoilers then. Yeah, I loved it. Genuinely, I think it was because for me, it was a rare TV show that actually had an actual fucking proper ending, if that makes sense. Because you see a lot of things that don't really end properly. At least that ends properly. You know nothing, Johnson. I do like that saying. Does crack me up. Yeah, no spoilers then. Mark don't want none. But yeah, it's good. Well worth watching if you haven't seen it. I watched the whole lot over a period of about 2 months, watching about 3 episodes a night. Yeah, really fucking enjoyed it. I'll tell you what, some of the cliffhangers, that would have been hell trying to wait a year for some of them fucking cliffhangers. I think you're better off watching it after. Yeah, you know nothing, John. So, Mother said, ask the YouTuber Todd's Workshop to make your medieval crossbow for you. I could probably make one myself. It's just the only difficult thing with crossbow making is the prods. I'll tell you what, he probably wouldn't give me it either. He'd probably sell it, so I wouldn't get it for free, Mother. Jeans and jumpers, you're right, mate. Josh said Game of Thrones great. I might rewatch it now. Now that it comes up, I'm actually tempted to start watching it again now, even though I've just finished it. Persia said, I just wish the Wildlings had Scottish accents. Yeah, that would have. Yeah. Mark said, boning his sister. That's sake. Yes. Zed said, your mother. Yes, he is. His crossbows are expensive, double. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm not really big enough for someone like Todd's Workshop to want to give me a crossbow like that. But I was going to make one because I was actually once going to make. I never told him. Unless I did tell him. But when Liam was a lot more into crossbows and I think he wanted a medieval one at one point, I was going to make him one, like a reproduction medieval one, but with a modern prod. I never got around to it. Yeah, I suppose I could watch Deadwood first, couldn't I? I have got to watch that as well. Let's get back at Liam. You can get around to watching Deadwood first. Dean and Jumperson, I've got a Rondel dagger off Todd's Workshop. Top notch, would recommend. Yes, I've got a stiletto dagger there that Zed Not Z got me. Tactical in my Westworld. I did want to. I'll write that down because I still need. I'll tell you what, Liam. I won't watch Deadwood till I've got the next. I need to get the last series of that, but I'll write that down to get. So Dead, because the thing is, if you leave this stuff long enough, you can get the DVD so cheap. Right, on Westworld, I'll probably be able to get that cheap as fuck now. Like at least like series 1 or whatever. Bought myself a couple of old CDs today because that's another cheap thing. I know I could just probably download it, but sometimes I'd rather just buy it and then I've got it like permanently. If anything goes wrong, you've got an actual fucking physical thing. Yes, I bought some old CDs, £2 each. Richard said, JB, got an arming sword blade done. Yes, you'll see this arming sword soon because it's going to be, well, I've paid for it and it's mine and it's on the way. So, yes, I'll be making myself a sort of Game of Thrones inspired arming sword soon with a proper blade that Richard Weaponsmith made me. Not a, because I know my weed slasher ones are proper blades, but this is a proper, proper blade. So if you, Jeans and Jumper, if you remind me in a comment, I'll get that down for another time. The problem is it's behind that banner and it's quite difficult to get. If you put a comment saying, Mike, can you get the stiletto dagger down next time? And what I'll do, I'll put it down ready. Next time you come on, if you ask, I'll get it down for you. I'll just have it out for you. Richard said, Mike, if you ever do a medieval crossbow, I can forge and temper A £1,000 prod. They're quite easy. I'm sure you don't mean £1,000 prod, do you? I don't want to be pulling £1,000, Rich. But yeah, all right. If I ever do, I'll let you know. But yeah, because making the old medieval crossbows are piss easy to make. Really easy, aren't they? There's like, in all honesty, on a medieval crossbow, there's like 4 bits to it. 4 or 5 bits. Maybe you do mean £1,000 prod, but I'll have to get some fucking things for that, Rich. Mark said we could all troop around Todd's together with placards, burning old jumps, pick at the gate until he gives you the goods. Yes, we'll try that. We'll try that. That's a Persia. I said that to Mike last stream. I'm the bowling eunuch. What was Persia? I said, who would be in it? Yeah, and I'd end up having, as I said last time, I'd end up having to be fucking Tyrion. Short, scar on his face, loves booze. There you go. I just don't shag as many prostitutes as he does. Zed said to Jeans and Jumper, I got one as well. Very nice, especially with the price. But it is very nice, yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to get at the minute because it being behind the banner. Oh, you did mean if I wasn't sure, Rich. I just thought I don't know if I'll be able to pull that. Richard said, yeah, I drink and I know things. Yeah, exactly, Fuzz, yeah. Richard said, no, I did mean £1,000 prod. You need a winch. I could go heavier, but you need to start shooting 20mm diameter bolts. Yes, exactly, Rich. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Oh, yeah. How many Americans are on? Let me know if you're an American and you're on. And do you buy from Amazon.com? Because I need you to buy something cheap for me. I noticed my Amazon.com links are getting views, but there's not been a single person. Bob, I'm glad you're on, Bob. When was the last time you bought? Hang on a minute. What? Talking to me? No, kids are. Bob, when was the last time you actually bought anything from the Amazon links? Because I know you used them, but I've not had any. I've had people looking on there, but it says no one's bought anything for a while. But I wondered if there was something wrong with the links. Irishman said, best Game of Thrones quote. I can feel your bone in me, Jon Snow. Here is you, right, mate? And he said, do you ship broadheads to Sri Lanka? Right, here is you. If you can can you message me on Facebook? Well, just look up the link to my Facebook is in the description. If you can message me on there, I'll find out how much the postage is, and I'll see whether you're prepared to pay that much for the postage. Peter said I just coughed and sneezed. Better call an ambulance. I don't know, Bob. It says there's clicks on it. Unless you need to rebookmark it, Bob. I don't know. But I've not had a single. Normally I get a sale at least once every couple of days. I've not had one for a month. Really weird. And then when you mentioned it the other day, I thought, I might have to yeah. Him said his favourite quote was this: "There's no cure for being a cunt." Tax said £1,000. Never mind the imp. Popeye. Gladzy said, "I see they've shut down the League of Red Light District in Leeds, whatever it was. Gutted." Right, Crypta, do you use my links? I hope you use my links, and you Crypta, what you got to do is you need to use my links to go to Amazon and then bookmark it and then buy, and then I'll get a percentage of what you spend. Yeah, I'll have to have a look, Bob. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'll have a look. You might be doing exactly what you've always done. Maybe the link's no good anymore. Maybe I've got to renew the link. I don't know. Darren, you right, mate? How you doing? Josh said I am. I just got the Cold Steel True Light. Highly recommend it. Yeah. Oh, cheers, CM. Yeah, there's my WeaponCollector page. Yeah. Yeah, if you message me on there, it's a bit easier because emails don't seem to want to work at the minute for me. I don't need no testosterone. Can't even say it then. And he said testosterone. Testosterone. I don't know what you mean, Crypto. What I mean is when you buy stuff, what you have to do, go to my video, click the Amazon.com link, and then you buy some stuff, and then I get a percentage of what you spend. Yeah. Well, you got a fucking warning for that CB video, did you? That's weird, isn't it? Dan said, good, thanks. How are you? I'm all right. A bit hot. And a bit sort of tired. I ain't all there today. Stokey said, I have a holster. It's okay. But if you want to put things on, you cannot have the gun or not fit. I'm getting a bit behind on the comments. Persia said, the words of the house would be finders keepers. Oh, my house. Yeah, my banner. My banner would have to be an Knuckle Duster. Yeah, my house words. Yeah, finders keepers. I've actually been thinking about shit like that though, because I want to make this sword. Then I'm thinking of getting some fucking chainmail. Although you don't see chainmail much in Game of Thrones, but I also want to do my own banner. Yeah. I suppose that would be my banner, though, wouldn't it? Josh said, is there any way to get undemonetized? Not really. What I might do is when I get to maybe 40,000 subscribers, there's more links than just Amazon UK Slingshot. Look in the description. Under one that says Amazon UK is US Amazon. It's just underneath that one. What was I saying? When I get to 40k, I might ask them again. Because supposedly the more subscribers you have, you get a bit more of a chance of getting undemonetized. But I might have a sort of real sort of go at it. I might have to go and look through all my old videos, find any that are against the terms, get rid of them. It won't really matter. Or edit the end off them anyway, because it was the end. Yeah. Tactical said, who's your favourite woman in it? Not sexist, just asking. In what kind of way? Because Lena Headey, I've always fancied her, but you don't like her in Game of Thrones. But as a characters go, I did like Arya. She was a good character. Depends what you mean. Who did I fancy or who did I just like? But most of the women characters in Game of Thrones are really good, aren't they? And I'll tell you who there would be. I won't say too much, but a character who I quite like seeing in it, but she was barely in it at all. But I just thought if there was more story on her, it would have been brilliant. That little Lady Mormont, the little 12-year-old girl who's running the whole fucking Mormont fucking place. She cracks me up because she's so funny when she talks to people. But yeah, most of the women in Game of Thrones are really good. As I said, I try not to. I don't want to give no spoilers or anything. Josh Almighty says, such a BS that all the trash in this platform, hard-working small content creators like you get picked on. Exactly. So that's a good idea. If Mike buys some testosterone, we put in his sister's drink. That'll start an interesting family discussion. That's so. Oh, the Red Priestess. Yeah, she was actually quite. Yeah, she was quite fit, wasn't she? Yeah, forget about her. Jamie said, got the wife one of those pug dogs today. Despite the wrinkly skin, rolls of fat and bulgy eyes, the dog seems to like. Fuck's sake. You're right, Jamie. And Louise, I hope you didn't hear that. Grip said, give me the name of your merch, Mike. Right. There's a link in the description. Look in the description. Or someone put exclamation mark merch in Right, they are. When that pops up, click that. But quite a few of the women characters are really good in Game of Thrones. Yeah, I like old Brienne Tarth, and they're all good. But, yeah. Oh, Lena Headey, whatever her name is. I've always found her quite fit, but you don't like her in Game of Thrones. Well, I didn't anyway. Arya's a good character. They all are. Stokey said, here's a weird one. I've always fancied Kelly Osbourne. Have you really? Yeah, she don't do it for me. But yeah, I suppose that would come under what do they call it? Unusual crushes, unusual fancy, whatever it is. You know what I mean? I was asking, what was my one? I'll tell you what my what's your unusual bird that you fancy then? You know, most people wouldn't agree with. Oh yeah, Dinah Rigg. I forget about Dinah Rigg being in it. Yeah, Jed. Joshua Martin said, just so you know, I've just resubscribed to your channel for some reason. That's what so you want on there. That's a shame. Yeah, thank you. Sean, he said, are you still going to make keychains with your logos? Yeah, I've done some, Sean. Yeah. Let's not say too much. Don't want spoilers coming out. Because I did always say to people never to spoil it for me, so I've got to go with that as well. Thank you, Crypto. Yeah. So we can't do no spoilers. I'd be a hypocrite then. But if I delete a comment, don't be like bothered by that. It's just so people don't have a spoiler. Dr. Jenny Agutter, when she was in Logan's Run. Yeah, but she's never been an unusual crush, has she? I don't think most people would agree with that, wouldn't she? Or is she, you know what I mean? I mean, like most people say, no, I don't agree with that. I don't know. Maybe she wasn't. James has phoned up Domino's, ordered a thin and crispy supreme. They sent me Diana Ross. For fuck's sake. No, exactly, Irishman. That's what I thought. There's nothing unusual about that. Maybe people don't want to admit it. But just, I'm not going. I'm not going to lie. 2 bottles of Buckfast, and I'd fuck anything. Pretty sure at times I have fancied. There you go, David. I'm pretty sure at times. Now I don't want to admit it because you lot will never fuck it. It's never ending with you lot. Little Pig said every one of my generation fancied Jenny Agutter. Exactly. The Crimson Face. He said, "Are you ever going to make a coin sap kosh to show us how it's done?" Hello, Crimson Face. I have done something like that. I have got a video how to make one of these ones. But if you mean one more like this, I could do that at some point. That one I've already got a video showing how to make it. But I will be making some leather saps and koshes soon. Dan said you've been up to much this week, Mike. Not really. I've been making a bayonet for someone. What bayonet? Made some bolts that someone wanted. Nah, most of my week this week's been sod all, in all honesty. Fuck all. I did watch a film. Who's seen I Saw the Devil? 2.5 hour Korean film. Crypto said, I need a specific title for one of your items. It could be a coffee mug or... Well, there isn't. There's just a... you name it, Slingshot, and I'll give you the link for it. But you just click that link, and then... It won't come up on Google, I doubt. WeaponCollector thumbs up merch. Try that. I don't think it would come up on Google. Someone said you should have a keychain, sticker, a raffle ticket to win one of your items that you make for 10 quid. Seen other YouTube do. I have been thinking about making a they're doing a raffle. Yeah, got to get around to that. But just I had a nightmare about Gloria Gaynor. At first, I was afraid. I was petrified. Darren said it's been hot today. Yeah, been too hot. Yeah, that's the problem. Actually, saying that, Darren. Lately, it's been too hot to do fuck all, hasn't it? Crimson Face said that would be very useful to fellow Brits to learn how to make in order to have personal protection that is plausible under the law. Exactly. Well, in all my videos on self-defense, every single thing I show is something that is a legitimate item that isn't a weapon that you can, it's got a use. Because that's the thing in this country. If you're going to carry anything, it can't be a weapon, but it's got to have a legitimate use. But it doesn't mean that in a survival situation, life or death situation, you can use it then, can't you? Little Pick said Jenny Agutter was incapable of making a movie where she didn't get a kit off. Kate Winslet was the same 20 years later. Mother said, what's the story of shillelaghs? Are they even effective? I've got United Cutlery Black from Shillelagh Club. I would say it is, yeah. I would say anything like that. This ain't a shillelagh, but this is a self-defense walking stick. I'd say that would be quite a formidable weapon. If you had to use that. Yeah, I would say they are, yeah. Criminals, I never cared. I just know what I can explain to police is having legitimate use. Well, exactly. As you say, it depends who you are. If you don't care, carry a knife and a knuckle duster. I'm not encouraging that, but you know what I mean. For people who don't care, it don't matter. But there are people who want to be able to go out and not get in trouble. The thing is, and again, I'm not encouraging people to do things like that, but depending on how you act and look, you shouldn't get stopped by police anyway. Depending on where you live and how you look, you're probably right. Not this one, Tactical. You want to see a thing, do you? Smiley, you right, mate? Crimson. Otherwise, the state is spitting on its right of physical disadvantaged people like women, children, elderly, or disabled. What one's that? Tactical. Oh, I know what you're doing. Slingshot, are you trying to find products to buy that are mine? No. There's not anything on Amazon that I'm selling. It's just, when you buy your survival gear, if you use my Amazon link that takes you to Amazon.com, and then you buy your survival gear, if you've spent $100, I would get $10 of what you spend and no added cost to you. Yeah, there's not products of mine. I'm not selling anything on Amazon. But if you use my links when you buy stuff, I get money out of it, basically. I said hello, Smiley, didn't I? Top hat, man. You right? How are you? Oh, and this was requested earlier. I think they meant they mean that one, but you can have this one first.
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
Lord Flashlight said, use his ammo links to buy pull shot testosterone. Get it bulk ordered, mate. Get it bulk ordered. Darren said, are SAP gloves legal? They would be legal to own. Yeah, you can buy SAP gloves. You can have them in your house. Whether you would get done for having them out on the street, I don't know. Again, as I say, it depends what you look like, where you are, and what's going on. Most people would be able to wear SAP gloves, never have an issue till they used them. You know what I mean? Pergio said, if we're talking theoretically, anything has the potential to be a weapon. It becomes an issue in the UK as soon as you describe it as a self-defense tool. Exactly, that's 100% right. Lord Flash, I read that. Crimson said, it's something they need to know. Never admit you're carrying something for self-defense in the UK, even if it has a legitimate purpose. In my self-defense videos, that's pretty much the first thing I say. I actually make a statement of exactly that, because that's the issue. You could say, what's something that don't even hurt someone? You know, you could say a rubber ball was a self-defense item, and then that's classed as a weapon then. Yeah. Top Hat Man said, what's the pump shotgun? Second on the top. That is a Magtech pump action shotgun. That's all I know about it. Magtech. Lewis said, that catches me off guard every time. So I said, no need for sap gloves. Just buy tactical gloves with hard knuckles. Yeah, exactly. The old sap gloves have a bit of an advantage because they're heavier, though, aren't they? But I know what you mean. The old tactical gloves are good, and you can't say fuck all about them. So he said, long story short, I cut someone's face with a Stanley knife, and he lost his eye. I was lucky I got away with it, as he changed his story 2 times in court. And before you ask, why I did it was sexual abuse. Right. Yeah, yeah. I don't blame you then, Stokey. Do you know what I mean? Nice one, Jim. JBO just replied to me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the lead shot one's down. Crypto said it's an old English friend who suggested boron as the testosterone boost. Right. All right, Crypto. Grim said, I have tactical gloves with knuckle guards. Nothing else about them to be used as a weapon. A knuckle guard simply protect the knuckles from impact when striking. Oh, Stu, right, mate. Good to see you on. All right, I was saying to Lewis earlier, seeing as you and him and a couple of others tend to have these things off me quite often, it don't matter if you don't want to, but you know these bolts I made that have got the different head on, those ones, no one seems to really be interested in them. So if you want them, I'll sell you 6 of those for 15 quid. And if it's easier, could you message me on Facebook about it, Stu? Don't matter if you're not interested, but if you want them, anyone else listening as well, if you want them, I've got 4 sets of them. It's just no, every time I say to someone to want bolts, they always want the other ones. So I might as well get rid of them. 15 quid, I'm still making a bit of money on them, and you're getting them cheap. Top Hat Man said, have you seen all the B&Q? No, I have seen that, but yeah, I won't look that up, but I have heard of that. Yeah. Yeah. Right, I need a piss, so I'm going to put a donation video on. Here's how to donate. I want to see at least 1 donation by the time I get back. That's an order. Right, I'm having a slash. Back in about 30 seconds. I'm a quick pisser. Piss hands, piss hands, piss hands. Pissy fingers. All right, you got me there, Persia. Oh, yeah, there it is. Crypto says, put some of your merch on Amazon. Well, the thing is, my merchandise is made by Teespring, so I don't actually have it in stock. You buy it and they print it. Airgun said, why don't those bolts sell? No, well, there's nothing wrong with them. I just think because I've never really shown them, they was made as like a second. I've never tested them. They're just as good. I think people just want the more pointed ones. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just I've never really done any videos on them. So no one, apart from showing a picture of them, people have only ever seen the other ones. And every time they see, if there's a choice, they always want the other ones, put it that way. The ABI says, sorry it took so long to reply to your comments, Mike. Thanks for asking. That's all good, Jim. Jamie said, do you stand up or sit down to piss? Stand up, of course. But I do pull my trousers and my pants right down to my ankles. I don't really. Jerry said, I'll buy some at some point, Mike. Can't say when, though, mate. So I've lost my job because I came. Right. Well, sorry to hear that, Stu. That must be a nightmare. Yeah, I thought I'd offer them to you first. I don't, if anyone wants them, you can have them. But I thought I'd offer you, Lewis, Timbo, and maybe Wolf said, because you four always seem to want that kind of stuff. There's a couple of people who, whenever there's something going, but yeah. Crimson said, did you see the government petition going around to legalise pepper spray for civilians? I've heard vaguely of that. Did it get a lot of people putting their names on it, Crimson? Dan said, Mike, if you shake it more than 3 times, it's a wank. Well, I must have a wank every time I piss in. Can do. Hello. He said, what crossbow would you take for shit at the fan? Sure, you've covered it for. It depends. It depends. The problem is depends on what I've got the most bolts for. I've actually probably got more pistol bolts than anything, and I've got quite a lot of broadhead bolts for pistols. It would probably be that one up there, the Jaguar, because I've got a load of bolts for it, or this, because again I've got a load of bolts and it's set up for sort of shit at the fan, and it's reliable. This will shoot full-size bolts as well with a broadhead on, or small bolts with broadheads. If I had shitloads of bolts, I'd probably take the Cobra R9, but I've only got 6 bolts for it, or 12 bolts, so it's pointless. Them pistol crossbows are hundreds of bolts for them. Lewis said they rejected the petition and lied about it, causing an increase in crime. Right, is that what it was, Lewis? I know a guy who pulls his trousers down to his ankles when he's at a urinal when he's drunk. Tells everybody that's how he learned to do it when he was a kid. What made me say it is because, kids do it, don't they? So I still see my nephew do that occasionally. Neutrino said, what's piss hands? That's just everyone's little piss take thing they do when I go to the toilet. Tell me to clean my hands, so they say piss hands. Oh, Lord Flashlight, sorry, mate, I forgot about you. Yeah, if you want them bolts, you can have them as well. Saying that, I know you're probably messaging me about the picture though. Lord Flashlight, I don't know if you're interested in bolts, are you? Pistol bolts. If anybody on here wants some of these 6 of these bolts for 15 quid, get hold of me. There's 4 batches. You can have the fucking lot if you want for 60 quid or whatever. But get hold of me quick. Otherwise, I'll just keep them. What tactical? Not tactical. I don't. Fuck's sake! Don't worry. Jamie said, "Mike, check your Facebook Messenger. Seen this last Sunday at Brixham Military Museum. Thought you'd like. All right. So what have I got to do? Emails." Tactical. Anyone see Sam? Not seen him for which Sam? Sam. Fuck. I know who you mean though. Yeah, Sam. Yeah, he ain't been on for ages, has he? The fucking neck hurts today. Right, someone's just supported me on coffee.com. Let's go and have a look. Let's see who left me a comment. What phone have I got? I can't remember. Motorola G4 Play. Right. I'll read your initials out. I won't say name. CDM. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right. It is it? No. CDA. Thank you anyway. Thank you. I don't like saying people's names out unless they've specifically said to do it. Because the thing with the PayPal things, it comes up your PayPal email. So, thank you. Thank you. Top Hat said, looking at a new phone, just getting some of his. I can't help you, Top Hat. I'm very skint. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Thanks, he said, that's me, mate. Can't take it with me, can I? Don't say that. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. And don't say that either. What was I going to say? Phones, I can't. No, like my bloody phone. Do you want me to show you the phone I had before I had this one? So that's the first smartphone I had. Let me show you the phone I had before that one. I only know where it is because I've seen it today. So the phone I had before the smartphone, which I hadn't had that long, was a fucking LG cookie. Didn't even go on the internet. So I can't help you with things like that. Stu said, you've seen Anime Helsing, Mike? Finished it the other day. I haven't. I have just finished, though, Game of Thrones, and it's probably the best TV series I've ever seen. No spoilers, anyone. No, look into that, Stu. No, I haven't. Right, just going on my phone quickly. I'll say 5 emails. Yeah, but on a smartphone, buying a crossbow, exactly. Right, what we got? So I've got a bloke wanting to buy bayonet. An old flashlight sending me some pictures. Right, hang on. I'll try and show people it. Yeah, I really like Game of Thrones. I actually think that's the best TV series I've ever seen now. Stu loved it. JBO said, just finished the first book, Game of Thrones. Bloody I'm tempted to read them because we've got them all here. My mum's got all of the Game of Thrones, the ones that are written anyway. Because he's not like the series surpasses the books eventually, don't it? Very nice. Yeah, I like that, Lord Flashlight. You've got a very nice setup there. Joe Tanto looks nice on there as well. Might have to do something like that. That looks good. Tactical said, Mike, if you want dedicated music player, you can have my old Windows phone. Just stick an SD card in it and put loads of music on. I appreciate that, Tactical. I've done it now. This is actually done, like fully ready. I've got the music on it. Let's get a bit of copyright music going on, shall we? Get a bit of copyright warning. No, I've got it ready, but I appreciate that. Now, funny thing, this is done now. Let's see if I've got anything on here that won't get me a copyright thing. Yeah, it'll get me copyright. But if you look, I've got all the music on it now. But I appreciate that. Now, this will be perfect. I can put it in front of me on the little shelf. If that fucks up, though, I'll get hold of you. Yeah. Mother said, make a bayonet for one side of the Cobra R9 and a flamethrower for the other. All right, I'll do that. No, I'll answer that in a second, Stu. Richard said, Mike, I looked up stack leather handles on swords. The reason you don't see them is because the sword tang is weaker than a knife tang, and the wood handle on. Right. Do you know what, Rich? I'd actually changed my mind as well. Yeah, randomly the other night I changed my mind, and I'm going to do a wooden handle, but the top and so it's going to have to be 2 bits though, 2 bits, and then the top and the bottom, so it'll be glued as well. The top and bottom of the wooden handle will have a inset like ring to hold them together. Slot that on, put the pommel on, pin it on. But yeah, that's probably a good reason then, isn't it, Rich? Yeah. Stu said, Cersei, Daenerys, or Marjorie. Do you know what? I hated her in the actual series, but yeah, the actress who plays Cersei, I've always fancied her anyway. I'm Lena Headey. Always fancied her. But you don't like her in Game of Thrones. Well, I didn't anyway. Cersei probably, yeah. And then Daenerys, and then Marjorie. And then maybe even Sansa when she was older. Not when she was fucking 14 or whatever. I'm sure she's older by the end of it, isn't she? If not, I take that back. Doctor, no problem. I still use iPhone 3Gs for music. Nick said, gotta love the PSP. I used to bring mine to school, bunk off lessons out on the toilet playing Tekken. Yeah, I love the old PSP. Great fucking console. Probably one of my favourite all-time consoles, that is. For use, I've probably never used anything. The only thing I've ever used more than a PSP is a PS3. But I still think, the PS3 is an actual better console than the PlayStation 4 for stuff that it's got on it. The PS4 does fuck all. Whereas the PlayStation 3 used to do everything. You can't hardly even play, well, I don't get into that. But yeah, I loved a bit of Game of Thrones, thought it was fucking excellent. That's a cool crossbow. I missed who said it belongs. Oh, that was Lord Flashheart's crossbow, Zed. That was Lord Flashheart's. So I wouldn't fancy any of them, to be honest. I didn't watch Massive Medieval Times. But they all stank down. Funny thing is, that used to cross my mind when I was watching it, especially when they were shagging the old prostitutes and that, or like the ones who was like the bit lower down in it. I bet they all fucking stank. But then I suppose it was more normal then. You probably didn't notice it back then. No brushed teeth or yes, Stu, I forgot about her. I was thinking about her the other day. Yes, Egret. I couldn't remember her fucking name. Yeah, she was good actually. Yeah, I liked her. Funny thing is, Stu, I forgot about her. Yeah, she was good. Actually, she would probably potentially come first. Actually, you saying that, I forgot about her. Spyro said, crossbow, better than waiting 1 year for a silencer in the US. Good on you for keeping the channel going. Thank you, Spyro. Yeah, you know nothing, Jon Snow. Exactly. Nick Snipe said, the PSP was possibly the best handheld console ever, in my opinion. All the games were just like the ones on the full consoles, as their other handhelds have so many limits. Exactly. It was a great thing, wasn't it? I'm going to have to get some of my UMDs down and my games soon, see if they're still playing it. Damon said, my mate is shagging twins. I asked how he could tell them apart. He said, I've noticed, one's got blonde and big tits, and the other one has a beard. One of Daenerys' handmaidens was hot. Yes. Rich said the smell of fish was probably as common as grass back in those times. It probably was. You'd probably be used to it. That may have even been like a nice smell back then. Notice we ain't got no women on tonight. Fuck's sake. I might not be on tomorrow. Got to see why. Have a guess what's in there. Brian said, Mike, depending on why you were demonetized, you could be able to reply again. Soon as 30 after. I've heard that actually. Yeah, after 30k, you should. I might give it another go soon. I might give it another go. It is drinks, but what kind of drinks? But Krylan, yeah, I've heard that as well. After 30k, you're more likely to get another. Top Hat saying got sent something the other day. Was pissing in the deep end of a pool. Lifeguard blew his whistle so hard I almost fell in. I was laughing after that might have been a nice smell, but it might have been. You might have been like used to it. You know what I mean? Like that might have been like the smell down there. You know what I mean? Ahead, yeah. Captain Mike, an older series, but check out Dominion. It's about angels taking over the world. All right, I'll look into that. There's a leg of lamb from Farm Foods. It ain't food. Zed's pretty close, but he said two things. I'll give it away then. I nearly said vodka's right there. Tactical's nearly right there. Also, one of the sand snakes was the hottest female in the game. Game of Thrones. After Game of Thrones, she starred in several of my wanks. Natural born serial killer, right, mate? Right, seeing as everyone's going a bit too far with your guesses. Yeah, Persio's right if he'd have wrote Voddy instead of Coddy. Yes. Persio's right. Yeah, no Coddy, unless that's a Scottish way of saying it. James, what's in the bag? Some lube and a big rubber shot. No. That maybe wasn't your bag. As for tomorrow, if I bother going out, I don't know if I've got it now. Just fucking pissing it down with rain. I wanted to go out and have a sit outside and have a drink, but if it's pissing down with rain, I probably won't bother. That's me treating myself if it's got tonic water. Normally it's just water. Vodka and water. That's my drink of choice nowadays. Tonic water, that's treating myself. But I said, no, mate, I'm like a well-endowed lesbian. I have fat fingers. Spyro says, smash the thumbs up for Armed Lad. He deserves it. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Get it fucking going. Get your merchandise in. Natural Born Serial Killers, you want to buy one of these. You can get that on a t-shirt if you want. Or you can actually get my hand like that with a knuckle duster on it. Let me show you. You can get a merchandise t-shirt with that on it. Actually, you can get all of them on there, but yeah. Top Hat said, all these mouth breathers on TV on the football. Some of them have teeth. They can eat an apple for a picket fence. Exactly. Fuck's sake. So I love that merch. I should get one. I've got on the way a pint glass coming, but it's going to take ages. Brian said, I have brass knuckles like that. Proud Boys USA sport you. Cheers, Spyro. Jamie said, well, my cock was in my bag last night. That's another story. Louise, you watching this? You're going to need a fucking spank when you get home. Although that I would probably enjoy it. She sends me all these pictures, Jamie. Actually, Jamie sends me a fair share of pictures of himself doing stupid things as well. Yeah, get your merchandise in. Get me a bit of money. Bit of pick. I said, Amelia Clark tells a nice story about the moment she realised she'd made it big. She's about to get in an elevator and the doors open. This woman looks at her, looks shocked, and shouts, "Khaleesi." That's good, isn't it? I like that. Yeah, that's nice. Because I like doing that, actually. She's good. I'll tell you something I found really strange, though. It's just a coincidence. It's just how famous they are. But before I watched Game of Thrones, I never used to see any of them actors. Since I've finished Game of Thrones, every fucking night I see one of the Game of Thrones actors in something. I was watching Inside Number 9 the other day, and the old actor who plays Pycelle was in that. Well, so when is the next Garth Marenghi special? Is that the next time I do a film club? That'll be it. But I have to get motivated for the film club because they're very involved videos. They're not like 5 minute. I'm gonna have to make shit for that video. I'm gonna have to make props for that video. For I do it the best I can. Top Hat said, "What's the ACO about? I know what it means. Maybe I'm new." It's an old story with me. Something I had when I was 18, 19, actually 19. I'd ask me another night when I'm having a drink, and I'll tell you a bit more. I'm in a funny mood tonight. Yeah, next time I have a drink, ask me. So, by the way, Mike, you should give Happy New Year Colin Burst on iPlayer Watch. It's pretty funny. All right. But yeah, I'll tell you actually. Yeah, about what it was when I was younger. I was an alcoholic from about the age of 15 to 20, just before I was 21, and I used to get in fucking loads of shit with the police. Probably arrested. Me and Malcolm together was probably arrested over 150 times in that period. So about 75 each, probably, something like that. It was a lot anyway. We would get arrested nearly every single weekend, Friday and Saturday. But it got to the stage where our local police was literally just fucking cunts who would try and fit us up, try and beat us up. This was when I was like 16 years old as well. And I'd never used to give the police any trouble. If I got caught, I just accepted it. I got caught. You know what I mean? I never used to struggle or try and fight them. Yet they would try and fit us up for stuff we didn't do. Try and beat us up. This is how pathetic they were. They even used to try and spread rumors about our sexuality. That's how pathetic they were. So my little fuck you at the time to them was that. And it's just had it ever since. Stu says, search Rastafarian Targaryen when you can, Mike. It's Amelia Clark singing reggae. No, it's all right. All right. Winston Smith, 1984. Right, mate. You got ACAB on your upper arm, have you? I got an ACAB tattoo. Told me you had an interesting past. Well, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, complete cunts, the ones I used to have to deal with. I'm not saying they all are now, but you know what I mean? But the ones I used to have to deal with were. I suppose you can tell your trouble. Rick, how you doing, mate? You all right? But yeah, that's the basics of it. That's a Spyro. Just to let you know, we don't talk about religion on the streams. Oh, godless fucks. Crimson, if they tried that today with the sexuality thing you mentioned, they'd be sacked for committing some kind of hate crime. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You imagine being a teenager and the police go around trying to spread fake shit about your sexuality to get your friends to not like you. That's what they used to do. Pathetic shit like that. And then when that didn't work, they tried doing us for stuff we hadn't done, to the degree that I was actually talking to my mum down, like, about fucking 15 miles away from this so-called fucking crime that we was doing. And then they start shit like, right, we're going to now do your, saying to my mum, or you'll get done for perjury if you say, yeah, that's the kind of shit I used to have to deal with on a daily basis as a teenager. I'm not saying I was innocent. I used to do loads of fucking shit, loads and loads of shit, and I had multiple convictions under the, because technically I don't have a criminal record now because it's all under the age of 21. When you go over 21, it's taken off, I think. Never been convicted of anything as an adult, which is 21, as I say. But yeah, weird cunts, basically. The ones I used to have to deal with. Because alcoholism isn't curable. If you drink now, you don't have a drinking problem. You're never alcoholic. You're just a person. I still have a problem with drink now. But I can go without drinking every day now. No, but I know all about alcoholism. In fact, I've got Alcoholics Anonymous book right there. Not that I'm reading it. I wanted to get it out as a joke to see how many of you lot wanted to answer these questions about being an alcoholic. Fancy answering these. Winston said, "Are air guns legal in the UK?" Yes, yeah, they are. So it sounds like you're well out of it now, mate, but you're glad. Yeah, I am. Life's a lot easier now. The only way I could deal with that shit was by being drunk all the time. You know, I can't deal with that shit now. I'm fucking sober all the time. Actually, well, because I have a drinking problem. 2 hands and only 1 mouth, exactly. But I'm not an alcoholic. Alcoholics go to meetings. I'm a drunk. But no, as I know with any addiction, once you're addicted to something, you're addicted to it for the rest of your life, forever. That's why I'm trying to encourage people not to do anything that you might get addicted to, because you have to deal with that shit for the rest of your life if you get addicted to it. But there are things you can do that help a lot. But I don't need to go on about that. Mother said, I met a girl and I wanted to have some fun with her. Her husband get out of jail soon, so I don't know if I should. Don't. I wouldn't bother. Right, I'm going to ask you 12 AA questions, right? I want you at the end to say how many you said yes to. I'll tell you how many I said yes to as well. Are you ready? That's more serial killer says he's addicted to wanking. I reckon most people are. Right, are you ready? Number 1. Have you ever decided to stop drinking for a week or so, but only lasted for a couple of days? Right, let's say nowadays, right, I don't drink every day now anyway, but I can't go more than 2 weeks without drinking after time. If I can go a fucking month, that's good nowadays. So, although that's I'm going to say yes to that, but mine's on a different scale now, so I don't drink every day anyway. But I say that I'm going to give up for a month and I never can. So 2, do you wish people would mind their own business about your drinking and stop telling you what to do? Well, no one mentions it to me now, but if someone did, no one ever talks about my drinking now, in a way, because I sort of hide it. I drink on here, but I wouldn't drink in front of my family or anything. But my family don't mention it because they don't know. But again, I'd say yes to that. 3, have you ever switched from one kind of drink to another in the hope that this would stop you getting drunk? No, never done that, because I always only ever drunk to get drunk. So no. 4, have you ever had a drink in the morning during the past year? Yes. Do you envy people who can drink without getting into trouble? Well, I don't get in trouble with booze now, but I certainly did. I don't get in trouble when I drink now, so no. 6, have you had problems connected to drinking during the past year? Has it caused any problems? Not really. Again, no, because I hide it now, though, so no one knows. Like, people know I'm drinking, but they'd never see me drunk. Not, apart from online. 7, has your drinking caused trouble at home? Not really, but then again, because I owed it. 8. Do you ever try to get extra drinks at a party? Yes, 100%. I wouldn't go to a party unless I had a whole bottle of booze and more, and I'd have to have more. I'd have to have a whole 70 milliliter bottle of vodka and more at home. 9. Do you tell yourself you can stop drinking at any time, even though you keep getting drunk when you don't mean to? That's a weird one, because I never, ever get drunk without meaning to. I've only ever drunk in my entire life. Like, every time I've ever drunk in my life, I've only ever drunk to get drunk. There's never been a time ever in my entire life where I've had a couple of beers. Even when I first started drinking, I've only ever drunk to get drunk. So I don't know what to say with that one. 10. Have you missed days of work because of drinking? Well, let's say my work is at home and the next day I'm dead to the fucking world. So, yeah, I'd say yes to that, because that's my work. YouTube. 11. Do you have blackouts? Yep, every single time I drink, I have a blackout. Every single time. Blackout is when you are drinking hours or days you can't remember. As I said, yes. And then 12. Have you ever felt that your life would be better if you didn't drink? Yes. Right, what's your things out of 12? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 12. 7 out of 12 for me. I'll bring Spyro back. I think he's just kidding about their tactical. I don't think he's trying to be like a troll there, because he's a semi-regular as far as I'm aware, unless he wrote something else. Yeah, I got 7 out of 12 there. Yeah, that's quite an old questionnaire thing. I get that out as a joke. That's quite old. How old was that? But that's 7 out of 12 without even drinking every day now. I could still say, because I'm more of a binge drinker, sort of binge drinking alcoholic, if that makes sense. Right, well, here's the thing at the end, right? Right, wait a minute. Experts say if you answer yes to 4 or more, you're probably an alcoholic. 4 or more, you're an alkie. So there you go. So I said number 4, the drinking in the morning. I'm night shift, so that's when I knock off work. There you go. Yep, 6, that's an alkie. Peter Pick said 0 out of 12. I'm duly ashamed. Krypton, I'll announce the prizes for my giveaway soon. But yeah, the only reason I've got that Alcoholics Anonymous book out is not because I was reading it. When I was looking for my CDs earlier, I saw that and I thought I wouldn't mind getting out that questionnaire just to ask people as a laugh, because it's interesting to see how many people will answer. When I used to drink every day, I used to answer 11 out of the 12. Yes, and the only reason I didn't write 12 out of 12 was because the one about have you ever switched to one kind of drink to another in the hope that you would stop getting drunk? Because I've only ever drunk to get drunk. I don't get a couple of beers and then get carried away. I solely drink to get drunk. There's never ever been any sort of have a couple of beers for the taste. That's not even a thing for me. Booze has always been like a drug for me, a way to get high, basically. Crypto, all right. How are you doing this giveaway? It's on YouTube. Well, it's interesting. Didn't know I was banned. That's all right. You're back on now. One of them I took what you said not the wrong way, but you know what I mean. Eagle said, "Do you know any good series I should watch?" Game of Thrones. Watch Game of Thrones. Personally, yeah, I don't need to hide the fact that no, mine's a bit like that. I don't need to hide the fact I drink. I'm like people know I drink, but I deliberately don't get drunk in front of people. If someone saw me at 7 o'clock in the morning, how drunk I am, there would be a problem with it in this house. I think they wouldn't like, you know what I mean. You know when I'm proper fucking fucked, I'd make sure no one sees me like that because that probably would be an issue. Well, it wouldn't, because like I said, I'm at that stage now in my life where people don't want me drinking a lot, but at the same time, there's not a lot they can say, really. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I ain't married. If I had a missus, then she'd probably moan like fuck. Criminals have got any more tattoo plans? Nah, do you know what? I've never really been massively into tattoos. No, I only got that because I was drunk. No, nothing I'm really interested in. You're off, JBO. See you later, mate. We're stopping the booze talk now if you want to move on to a different topic. I'm only doing the booze talk because I know I'm drinking tomorrow. Otherwise, I would have said, no, let's not bother. Yeah, Walking Dead sounds good, Sean. Alex Saint, you're right, mate. He said, you must have a permanent bucket in your room. Do you know what? I've not thrown up from drinking. Do you know what? I've not thrown up from drinking for about 5 or 6 years, I don't think. When I started drinking a lot again, I started puking for a little bit and started getting the old spinning, and then it went. But I do occasionally puke the next day with the hangover when I try to eat. Eagle Eye said, good night. I'll try to watch some Game of Thrones. I hope I will like it. I hope you do. I'm making myself a Game of Thrones inspired sword soon. Peaky Blinders, that's another thing I want to watch. I'll be honest, there's loads of shit I want to watch. You just get around to watching these things. I like to get them on DVD, then I can watch them at my own pace then. Peugeot said, if I'm drinking, it's to get drunk. I do it for the buzz, not a coping mechanism. Well, yeah, that's pretty much me. I've always been, I must admit, when I was drinking every day, it did become, a proper thing and I couldn't be sober. But now I'm perfectly happy being sober for a couple of weeks. But I do like to get proper pissed, every couple of weeks or once a month. It's a bit of a release. It makes me feel better sometimes. Not that there's anything wrong, but Stu said, if you could live the life of a character from a movie, who would it be? Oh, I don't know. That's quite hard. My instant thought was maybe, what's his name? Mickey Knox from Natural Born Killers, but also that was quite a horrible life and probably not very pleasant. So I don't know. I can't think of a porno. Eagle Eye said, already watched Peaky Blinders. Hillbilly said, I own most of the items on your tapestry. Your crossbows, however, do make me jealous. Criminals, I'll never have hangovers. I do. I always do now. But vodka and water gives you a very mild hangover. Reed Fire said, back from a walk, Mike. But shot fucker with my cat. That's a shame. Alex Saint said, would you call yourself an alcoholic back in the old days? Yes, I was an alcoholic. I was. I had to go. I've been taken to, I don't know if it was like a weird scare tactic, but I had to be taken to a secure mental hospital once to talk to a fucking psychiatrist over my drinking. Yeah. Brayfire said, back from a walk. I read that, didn't I? Where am I? Bosch. Never heard of that one, Irishman. Never heard of that one. Yeah, definitely an alcoholic. No, I just lit up and he said you're always an alcoholic once you are. But you can become a controlled alcoholic, or I'm more of a controlled alcoholic now than a recovered alcoholic because I still drink. But they say most controlled alcoholics will eventually go back to full, not all, but they reckon most will go back to full alcoholism at some point in their life. But I don't think I will, because I don't need it for any. I do like drinking, but I don't need it for. You know, I like to drink to get high, sort of thing. You know, that's my drug, but I don't need it as a crutch to live, if that makes sense. But the more and more you drink, the more you do get that again. That's why I don't drink too often. Tactical said, Mike, we know you're nuts. That's why we're all here. Exactly. We're all the same here. Winston said, what style catapult slingshot do you recommend? Bands over the top or bands around? You know what, Winston? I can't help you there, sadly. I ain't got a clue, but hopefully some people here can. Mother said, yesterday I met a girl with red hair, fake boobs. I like that. That sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, Mother. Sean said, when is the UFO story coming? I really enjoy when you do videos like that. The 2nd of July it'll be on. 2nd of July, because that's World UFO Day. You're off, Jamie. See you later, mate. Say hello to Louise for me. CM said, my drug is buying stuff. I'm a nightmare. Yeah. Well, that can be a thing, you know, that can be a thing. It does make you feel good buying things. But yeah, I was thinking about it the other day. I have never in my life drank just for a couple of beers, because it's always been my thing of booze has always been like a drug. It's the only way I can really explain it. It's never been just a couple of beers, you know, sit with people. Can't do it. If I'm drinking, I have to get drunk. Crimson said, if you were allowed to own an AK-47, would you get one? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Breathe Fire says, personal preference with catapults. I prefer OTT. Others prefer through the forks. Yeah, good night, James. See you later, mate. Alex Saint said, the best high you can get without any sort of pill or smoke is sex and dopamine. Yeah, exactly. Very fast, so I use Gamekeeper John over the top and it's ace. But yeah, I'm not very good with catapults. I don't really know. Never really been into them. Crimson said, I own a replica AK. Anyway, that's legal. See that gun just there? That is essentially a modified AKM. And it's a Clash, it's an AK-47 or type, you know, AKM type gun that's a bullpup, basically. Here's a bit of advice. Do not look down the barrel of a gun.
Yeah. Look at that. It just knocked the dirt off.
It always make me laugh. For fuck's sake. Right, Hillbilly. Nice one, mate. You're off, Rich. Good night, mate. Do you know any idea how long that blade's going to take? Did they tell you? Did you ask at all? I'm not too fast. First class one. It probably might be here Monday. Says I've been waiting for that all night. I thought I'd tease you for a bit. Dad said, just had a thought, Mike. For your next build, why don't you have a go at making a Gladius? I want to make a Gladius, Dad. It's getting the right size bit of metal for it, which is the pain in the ass. I actually want to make a Gladius, and I was talking to Stu about it at one point, about using a chainsaw bar. But the problem is, a lot of chainsaw bars are laminated, so there's 3 bits of steel. When I looked, I think most of the ones that are in the shed are laminated. But if I can find, because also they're sort of hardened steel, so you don't need to temper and harden them and all that. But yeah, it's finding something that's suited to make a Gladius with in the first place, Dad. Although I don't know, I'll look into it, but I do want to make a Gladius, and that has been on the thing for quite a while. See you later, anyone who's going off. I'll be on for about another 20 minutes. You're off, Rich. Good night, Rich. He said, usually 3 days, like pole arms I did for Liam, and it took 2 days. That's a come on, shush your sexy XR. All right, in a second. Breathe fast, said. One thing I'd say, Winston, is keep practicing your aim until you try hunting with a catapult. It took me months to get good. No point wounding animals. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. So maybe you could make a video of several ideas for a build of several. A video of several ideas for a build. Several of your ideas and have a vote. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm up for that, Zed. I'm up for that. Kuram, right, man? He said, I come from another channel that linked your channel. You have personal UFO stories. And that's good. Who linked it? Yeah, nice to see you on here, Kuram. The video with the UFO stories will be uploaded on the 2nd of July in the evening, around about this time. So keep an eye. No, it'll be early evening. It's about 9 p.m. UK time on the 2nd of July. If you want to join in, either do a video or message me. Alexa said, mate, I'd love to see you build a Claymore type sword. But I know you're not fucking medieval blacksmith. If I had a lot of blacksmithing capability, the thing is, I could always get someone like Rich to make me the blades. I'd have to buy it off him, obviously, because I can't just get him to do it for nothing. But yeah, it's getting the blades. Now I get, do a video and mention several ideas and you'll have a vote. Yeah. All right. Chances are, unless it's pissing down with rain tomorrow, I won't be on tomorrow night. I've got a feeling it is going to be pissing down with rain. Alex, is that a joke? I haven't heard anyone talk about a fucking pitchfork type weapon for ages. Might not be. You might not be aware of where that's come from. Meg Opposite, you right, mate? What was I going to say? Yeah, well, chances are I'm having a drink tomorrow, so I wanted to go out, like just out in the field and have a drink tomorrow night. But it's probably going to be pissing down the rain. But it'd be nice to get out of the fucking house for a bit. I might just go out anyway. Get fucking soaked, who cares? Oh, shit. Yeah, maybe, Zed, but I doubt it. No, I need to get out of the house, in all honesty. I don't think I've been out of the house since my birthday, like properly. Even then I didn't. That was just in the garden. We'll see. Alex saying that was normally something that Slingshot Warrior Crypta would ask me to make her pitchfork type weapon. CM, I did a drunk live stream once with Slingshot Warrior on, and it had to be deleted. He won't stop talking about dodgy things. Chancellor does a rain dance. Need something to watch tomorrow. I reckon it's going to be pissing down tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm drinking tomorrow no matter what, though. I think I might stay in. Depends, because most of the people who would have met me wouldn't mind waiting another week or 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Anyway, I've just chucked my little motorway. Good. It didn't go in the bin. Just realised this was a note that I need to remember something. What's it say? No. Chair won't move. Alex said, you ever got an PO box? Nah, too expensive. A PO box for a year is about 280 quid. It's just not worth it. You can always do your first live. I could always do my first live stream. Not. Sam said, have you ever heard of a site called Odyssey? Never heard of it. Absolutely never, ever heard of it. It's the new YouTube. was going to say, I've heard of that. What's that, Alex saying? Yeah, they're £280 a year. It's not worth bothering. Well expensive. So how many people found out there was an alcoholic tonight, by the way? I want to know. Fucking 9gag. I'm not going on 9gag. Sounds like a fucking interracial porno for me. I'm thinking of them ones where you see the little blonde woman and the 9 no more. I know you lot, you'll love all that. I could invite, every time I'm on StreamYard, I can have someone on this every single night if I wanted to, but I after I'm not in the mood. But right now, I could have another person on here. I've seen 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I've seen everything you think of, mate. So it's funny how many new YouTube there have been. Not many, if any, still around. Exactly, Zed. Yeah, exactly. Little Pigger said, according to the old English folklore, if you want to make it rain, you're supposed to climb a hill and burn bracken. Did not know that. I suspect that only works because it's England and therefore it's raining. Yeah, if it's not raining, it soon will be. Exactly. Donate to see Mike on Odyssey. Go on. If I get £100 tonight, I'll make an Odyssey account and I'll copy Slingshot Warriors 2 videos he's done. All right, word for word, £100. Actually, make it 200. £100 not enough. Yeah, exactly. Little Pig, the easiest way, just have a barbecue. Yeah, barbecue. It always rains. I have to put a tarpaulin up every time I have a fucking barbecue now for that exact reason. Yeah, Dad's got another one. You want it rain? Just wash your car. You send me £1,000, I'll make a fucking OnlyFans in 2 minutes, mate. I'll fucking lay on the bed naked and put the fucking £1,000 on me. Getting £5 notes. I'm waiting. I actually would for £1,000. Get it going. Thing is, though, if I do get £1,000, you've got to watch as well. That's a fucking hell. Thing is, I wouldn't be naked anyway because I'd have all the money all over me. I'd be naked underneath it. That's a cheers, Mike. What an image to get sleep to tonight. No, because you'd only see my head and my hands. The rest of it would all be £5 notes covering my entire body. You just have to imagine it, wouldn't you? That's how thanks that, Mike, and I have a vision. I wish I didn't. No. You lot are thinking too much about it. I wasn't talking about like that fucking that picture of that bird, with like the petals over her nipples and her crotch area. I'm not talking about something like that. What is that from? It's that Kevin Spacey film. Well, exactly, said. Yeah, I suppose everyone's naked under their clothes. That's yeah, 5 on your nips and 20s on your nads. No, not that. I'll be a blanket of £5 notes. All you'll see is my hands, my feet, and my head. Just stop talking about it. No, you lot are thinking too much about it. I never ever said anything what you're thinking. They are dirty minds, you see. They are American Beauty, that's it, pleasure. I'm not talking about American Beauty kind of shit. No. You wouldn't have even known I was naked. 15, rusty. Like sake. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not talking about American Beauty petal shit. No. So I'm looking through my Alcoholism Anonymous book. Stu says Slingshot gets a peer, but I'll send him a pride flag. Yeah, do that. Might just do that anyway. Fuck's sake. Would he burn it though? Make sure it's made in the USA, and then that'd be like the worst fucking conundrum ever. Because he can't destroy it because it's a US made flag. Purchase £1,000 in 10p pieces. Fill the bar from 10p Scrooge McDuck. I'll do that, definitely. Nick said that'd be 50 quid down the drain. Certainly wouldn't be usable after, and I doubt the bank with these changes. Fuck's sake. Because similarly, if you've been waiting a long time for a bus, just like a cigarette, and it appears. Yeah, exactly. Put Jesus' face on it. There you go, Stu. Jesus' face on a pride flag, made in America. Send it, and that'd be like the ultimate fucking conundrum. That's an OnlyFans 30 quid. We could do a Sharon Stone. What? Yeah, but it'd just be my bollocks flopping down. That's sake. This has just gone too far now. Tries to blast from the past, loads of money. Yeah, I love how Harry Enfield was decent. He was. Sometimes I go back to the old Harry Enfield stuff and watch a bit of that for a laugh. That's if that doesn't start World War III, nothing will. But yeah, he wouldn't know what to do with that. What about an American flag, but the red and white stripes are the rainbow pride flag? There you go. Done. Picture of Jesus. Made in the USA. No offense to our American friends if you're watching. This is just a bit of a sort of a joke at Slingshot's expense. Because of the video he put on Odyssey the other day. Bojo said, I think he would explode like scanners. Fuck's sake. Would we hear these noises though?
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
I just pictured Mike doing it, saying, it's all done in the best possible taste. Yeah, I got the beard for it, haven't I? Pride flag tank. I ain't got the £1,000 yet. A shotgun for the face, please.
Yeah. Look at that. It just knocked the dirt out.
Fuck's sake. So what's everyone got planned for tomorrow? Saturday. Got any plans? I hope to be packaging some of these up and sending them out. Yeah, I'm not going to do in the day. I don't know. I might. Don't know. I ain't got nothing planned for tomorrow in the day. What's the date tomorrow? 19th. Shut up, Alex. Someone actually tried that one night. Not doing that, but but them stupid fucking Ligma fucking shit. Brief fire said, Mike, tomorrow I'm off for another mooch with the catapult. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I ain't going to do fuck a lot. I'll tell you that. Persia, I thought you were saying you hope it rains so I didn't go out. He said, Persia said, if it's nice weather, I'll have to do the garden. So I hope it rains. Dad said, beers, had them in the fridge since Monday. They've been calling me like a siren all week. Yeah, that vodka's been calling me for 2 nights. I don't fall for things like that, Alex Saint. I didn't even read out someone's name earlier because I thought they was doing one of them. Yeah, Mother's got his Cobra Adder. That's an American flag with a hammer and sickle on it. Will drive things that were insane. I'm pretty sure a lot of them things you can get as well. If not, you can always make one. I could easily make one with Teespring. I could make one fucking at 7 foot by, what would that be? 7 foot by about 5 foot as well. Yeah, Picker said, tomorrow I'm definitely doing all those urgent things I've been meaning to do for 3 months. You're on the ramen and is it oregano or oregano? Oregano tomorrow night. Nice one. Well, I might see you. On here. If it's absolutely fucking pissing down, I might just stay in and I might do a joint live stream if people want to join in for a bit. But I'll have to go off at smack bang 12 unless I organise a time. I could be on a little bit later. But I don't know. Alex Hanson, have you heard of my mate called Ben Dover? Heard of him? I fucking own his DVDs, mate. Ben Dover. Thatcher, make an American great. Again, flag with cheese grater on it. Again, this is no insult to our American friends. This is just a little joke we're having with Slingshot Warrior. Sydney said, anyone having a booze? Not tonight. I may be having one tomorrow. Fill up a cavity. What? These stupid things always come up. Was it fucking Candice? Who was having Candice dick fit in your mouth? Lick my fucking balls. Moses, have you heard of his mate? Homosexual. Fuck's sake. What's the story with Slingshot? Or you better just watch his videos, mother. That's all I can say. He's been doing some videos on Odyssey, telling his true feelings on matters like homosexuality, gun crime, black women, feminism. Yeah. It's up to him, innit? Sydney said, do Barnet still make crossbows? I remember a relative comment on one of your videos. They do, Sydney. I'm pretty sure Barnet do. Yeah. Mother said, man, I told you, the new YouTube calls crazyshit.com. Yeah, exactly. What was I going to say? Yeah, Barnet, I'm pretty sure Barnet do. I was going to help out the bloke. So the person who founded Barnet, right? His son got hold of me because he was going to write a book about the history of Barnet, and he wanted me to see if I could get hold of some old catalogues and stuff for him and price lists. He emailed me, and I emailed him back saying, "Yeah, I'll see what I can do." And then I got an email about a year later from someone else saying that he died. So, yeah, sadly, the Barnett book's probably never going to get done now. It's a shame. Tactical said everyone has the right to free speech, but I also have the right not to watch it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, shame, innit, Sydney? Yeah, yeah, Mr. Barnett, whatever I can't remember his name, but it was Barnett. That's actually a picture of Jesus holding a gay pride flag wearing a communist badge might put him in the nuthouse. Fuck's sake. Alex Saint said, Mike, mate, have you bought your brother's books? I can't afford to buy any book. Not that I can't afford Mount's books, because they're probably very inexpensive. But no, I haven't. That's me as a bad brother. But you got to remember, I ain't got a job. So I'd be spending my hard-earned coffee donations on that. AC, you right, mate? Are you? Mum said, Barnett still makes crossbows. Sadly, it looks like all what they have is expensive and not what they had back in the day. Little Pig says, someone started an online stationery company that I thought would be a good idea. Yeah, Penn Island. I've seen Penis Land. I haven't seen Penis Land, but I've seen Penn Island. When Power Gen opened in Italy, they registered Power Gen Italia. Yeah, Power Gen Italia. It's a bit like, you ever seen the TV series Nathan? Is it Nathan Barley? Chris Morris is Nathan Barley. Is it Nathan Barley? And on their website is so they got the .co.uk. Well, they found one that was .co.ck. So the website was trashbat.cock. Sydney said, wonder who owns the company now. They're a good British company. It probably sold ages ago. Yeah, fuck knows, mate. Tap said, yeah, it just broke no religion, no politics in one message. Yeah, exactly, Tactical. AC said, would you reload your very first videos? We didn't. They're still on. My videos are still on, AC. My videos are still on here. My first videos are still on there. Or do you mean? No, they're still on there. Yeah. I've still got my very first. There's some I had to delete because I was potentially doing stuff that's illegal. So I can't leave them on there. But yeah, my old video's still on there, mate. But I didn't show my face. Are you that old subscriber then? You remember them days? I didn't show my face. Yeah, this will prove how much of a dedicated viewer you are. Can you remember the first video? Yeah, this will tell anyone who's a proper dedicated watcher of my channel, right? Who out of you knows the very first video where I showed my face? Because I still haven't completely forgiven Slingshot for the treatment I got on one of his live streams, to be honest. What happened, Zed? Zed, not to say something. You're at 200. Fuck's sake. Mother said, if you can get an Excalibur crossbow, then do it. It wasn't shooting bows with mount. No, it wasn't. But that would have been the early one, Stu. ST said, how long have you been at this YouTube game? I've had this channel for 12 years, I think. But I had one for about 2 years before that. So I think I've been on YouTube since about 2007. Right, I've got to go off in a couple of minutes. The very first time I showed my face, I won a prize. Do you remember what it was? It was unless I'm wrong, but I don't think. I'm pretty sure the very first one I ever showed my face. Did I even say it in the video? This is the first time I ever showed my face. This is only been at YouTube. I said that, didn't I? Zed said, I still haven't completely forgiven Slingshot for the treatment I got at one of his live streams, to be honest. Alex Saint said, I think the feds are raiding someone's ass near me. Yeah, that's right. Sydney said, so that crossbow one you recently refurbished, was it a Barnett? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Right. So the very first time I ever showed my face on a video, when I didn't used to show them, when I showed my face, sorry, it was when I won that silver off of cutlery leather. I won a silver, 1 troy ounce of silver. There you go, Persia. Got it right. He got it right. Yes. If you said that before I said it, yeah, 1 silver ounce of prize. Yes, that's it. Yeah. And I wanted to say thank you to him, like properly. So I came on and actually showed my face because I'd never shown my face before at that point. A lot of people didn't back in them days. That's it. And I put it in a knuckle duster. Yeah, exactly. What happened on this live stream, Zed? You'll have to send me a message. Let me know. I want to know what happened. I remember Bristol went on one of Slingshot Warriors live streams and got banned for being a troll because he didn't. Did you nearly get banned, Zed, because you ain't got a picture? That's it, Persia. Yeah, I had the silver ingot inlaid into, set into a knuckle duster, didn't I? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I was put Motorhead music on all my videos. And he said, you're a lot more of a better presenter now. Yeah, the old day, you know, when you first start YouTube, you don't really want to talk. It's weird. Like you sort of mumble and you don't really want to talk. It's sort of natural for me now. It's more natural doing YouTube than a lot of things, in all honesty. Right, a couple more minutes and I've got to go off. But yeah, I can tell the difference when I watch my old videos. I can also tell when I watch my videos if I'm not really into it, because I still do it now occasionally. Mother, you're off, mate. Good night. So as an Irishman, I didn't say I didn't believe in gods, and he turned really nasty and got his subs to turn nasty on me. I unsubscribed him after that. Right, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that, Zed. In fact, I may have I rewatched that one. That's actually I can gobshite now. Just natural. It's natural. No, you get used to it. It becomes normal. Like these fucking things, live streams are fucking really weird when you first start them. You can hear me opening a knife, it's that. Nerve-wracking live streams used to be. I still get it slightly now if I do a live stream on a different platform, it feels weird because you don't know who's going to be watching. Yeah, but these are quite natural now as well. Dan said, thank you for getting back to me about the knife before I forget, Mike. That's all right, mate. Yeah, I think I sold that one, or if I haven't sold it, I had to take the spring out of that anyway. So it's just like a little, but I'm pretty sure I sold that when because why I made a load of big bowie knives, because I sold all my big bowie knives, so I had to make them again. Little Picker said the lot pickers never show their faces. I've no idea what most of my favourite YouTubers look like. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? A lot of the lot pickers don't, and a lot of the these people who get tools and refurbish them, a lot of them don't show their face, they just show their hands. Like a lot of people who do the same builds as I do, not the same, like making things anyway. A lot of people who make a lot of weapons don't show their faces. But yes, I want to do a ghost chili video. Here, I've got a question for you lot before I go. Because I asked Cutlery Lover it and he hasn't replied to me. That's all right, Stu. He said, thanks for sharing my video, by the way, Mike. Got triple the views for Norm. Anytime, Stu, anytime. Persia said, I want to, you want me to do a ghost chili video. Thing is, I can't eat I used to love eating really, really, really hot stuff. Now, if I do, I get really painful hiccups. Although saying that, the last lot of hot stuff I ate, I didn't get it, so it might have gone now. Anyway, I ate a reasonably hot curry recently with quite a few chilies in it, and I ate the chilies whole, these dried chilies. When people eat shit like ghost peppers, does that fucking burn as much as going in as it does coming out? Because if I eat normal chilies, my fucking arse hurts, man. What the fuck would a ghost chili feel like? That must feel like someone's got a blowtorch on your fucking your ass and your guts. So that's what I want to know. Does eating ghost chilies hurt on the way coming out? See you later, Alex Saint. But does it come out? Does it come out like burning your ass? Because when I eat normal chili, it does, and it makes my guts hurt as well. My bowels hurt. Yeah, like that curry I ate, it made the next day. It made all my bowels hurt and burns coming out as well. Maybe it's how much you digest it. Maybe I don't just digest the chili as much. Yeah, I think it's just what you. I think it depends how much you digest it. But if I eat hot food, that burns as much as it burns, just as much coming out as it does when it goes in. Nick said, "Eat a Carolina Reaper, and you'll be an A&E on the waiting list for a new hassle." That's why I don't want to try it. But no, I've just wondered because I was watching Country Lover eating some really hot chilies, and I thought to myself, well, I asked him. I said, "Does that burn just as much going in as it does coming out?" Because it does when I eat things like that. Because no one ever met. That's a little thing no one ever mentions. You see, it's a taboo, isn't it? The taboo of burning ring of fire. No one ever wants to mention. Fuck's sake, things. Most of my shits are black because of Guinness. I wouldn't bother, Zed. I wouldn't bother. Try eating MREs. I've eaten MREs. Right, I've got to go now. Cheers for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Been a bit of a weird one. Been all over the place. But it's been good. There's not been any annoying people. So, yeah, it's been enjoyable. I've been in a weird mood all tonight, though. So, it's, yeah. We'll see the videos of people eating them. I want to see the shitty shite reaction. Exactly. You know, what are they not telling us? You know what I mean? They're missing a whole part of the experience. It's not just going in; it's coming out, mate. Fucking is for me. I tell you anyway. If I eat a chili, it's a 2-day fucking process. Yeah, that's not the only part of it. I have to experience that same thing coming out the other fucking end. Winter is coming. You wait till I get my sword blade off of Rich and I make myself a Game of Thrones type arming sword. I can't wait. Proper one as well. Not like a weed slasher one. Right. Small chance I might see you on here tomorrow, but I don't know. All right. If it's pissing it down the rain, I might just stay in because I ain't in the mood for the windy ass. I wanted to stay. I wanted to go outside, but don't look like it. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you for the donations. I'll see you later. Good night. Might see you tomorrow.